Gary Lamb, Main Event Mania, final thoughts on the 49er victory against Dallas and moving on to Philadelphia. The book may be out on Brock Purdy. If you notice today, the Cowboys didn't shut Brock down, but they minimized his effectiveness rolling outside the pocket. Right? He didn't have a lot of big plays on the run. In fact, a lot of his big throws were out of the shotgun, like over the middle to Jennings, big out to Aiyuk. He had to throw inside the pocket. 49ers adjusted. They had him in the gun. They had a wonderful play late in the game where they brought in McCaffrey on a third down. He's rolling. He's motioning to right, motion back and forth, and boom, nice play to McCaffrey. Those plays are tough for Brock. How's it going to work out in Philadelphia? I'm sure they watched the game. I'm sure they scouted him out. Brock didn't have a huge game, but he made the throws. But I don't see him being able to use his feet to bail him out as much as he has been, right? 49ers got held to 19. I want to give Dallas a lot of credit. I have no smack to talk. I was sweating that whole game. In the end, Dak is going to Dak. Very much like Jimmy Garoppolo would do. Okay, it is what it is. I don't see... The Eagles are like the Terminator. They are a machine. But the 49ers got heart. Every guy that gets the ball is a dog. CMC. And you got Elijah Mitchell. I call him Eminem. That is a heck of a backfield. They're using him right. And you're using CMC as a third down back. I love that today. Even though they're not getting a lot of yards sometimes, they keep piling in. Man, Kittle, every time he touches the ball. Man, get that guy the ball more. Yushik, every time he touches the ball. Third and Juwan Jennings, man, that's a dog. Kittle, Aiyuk, man, they are fighting. When they get the ball, something good's going to happen. But it isn't enough to beat Philadelphia. I know they're gonna follow that template. They're trying to keep Brock in the pocket, but Philly's got the number 2 defense in the NFL, but what they don't have is Micah Parsons. Micah didn't have the hugest game, but man, he would. You don't think the 49ers are accounting for that dude? He's wrecking up plays, and the other guys are getting the glory. That being said, Brock held mistakes to a minimum. He didn't panic. When he was in trouble, he didn't just throw it up, So good on Brock. Didn't check the box of, in my opinion, of like having a hell of a game in the pocket. The pocket was collapsed a lot. He didn't get totally shut down from the scramble. He made some nice plays of throwing the ball away. But there wasn't any big plays out of it too. The Cowboys are ready. Good job, Cowboys. I have nothing bad to say about your team. You guys play well. But again, 49ers came through. They hit the body punches early, knocked them out late. On the flip side, 49er defense, boy, 49ers live on that defensive line. But is the Eagle offensive line going to counter it? And, first of all, what the hell? Eric Armstead, why didn't you sack Dak Prescott in the end zone, man? What the hell was that? The hell was that? If you got Jalen Hurts, wrap him up. I just don't see Jalen Hurts making the same mistakes Prescott did. They're a machine. I mean, they're like the Terminator, but the 49ers got heart. I mean, it's like Rocky versus Drago. It's like the 49ers are the West Coast Rocky, and Philadelphia is like Russia, because they're just like, the 49ers are going to Russia, which is Philadelphia, right? And the 49ers are the West Coast Rocky, all right? So, I mean, this is it. Like, the 49ers are going to have to take on a piece of iron in the Eagles. And it's just like, it's hard to see them beating this, but they're going to have to pound the body all day, take a bunch of shots. They might take some shots. I mean, there was still another big play. I think it was on Lenore, who had a big pick to CeeDee Lamb. I mean, He got beat. He recovered, and CD just took the ball out of his damn hands. AJ Brown. I mean, who's gonna guard that guy? And you got Devontae Smith on the other side, or oh man, I do not like that matchup at all. Our safeties, our playmaking safeties, not necessarily coverage safeties. Back to the gate. You know who's Fred Warner, man? That is a player. I mean, he was everywhere. He was on CD, man, over the middle. Interesting maneuver there. When they CD usually plays in the slot, and Jimmy Ward was on him, and Jimmy did a nice job in the slot. It seemed like all CD's plays came from going to the outside. The Cowboys, had a nice game plan. They took CD out of the slot and he made big plays on the outside. Man, but AJ's going to be on the outside. AJ's going to be everywhere. And who's going to guard him? I mean, Charvarius Ward's got a man. I didn't see much of him today. That was a hell of a defensive battle today, but oh man. What's the game plan going to be? Stop that guy, because the guy on the other side, he ain't no chopped liver either. That's a highly touted player himself, and Smith. So we'll see. This feels like Rocky going against Drago, man. Who's gonna take it? The 49ers, like, every single player has heart, and I believe in him. All of them. Lenore, man, he's been picked on all year. He gets a pick. I like him, man. McGlinchey, he got worked by Micah Parsons, but man, he's out there run blocking on that big touchdown that McCaffrey scored. These guys got heart. They're good men, but the Eagles are a machine, man. They're a well coached machine. They front ran the whole time. If they can front run the Niners, it might be tough, because they can't rely on Brock getting outside the pocket and making plays. Or maybe they can. I don't know. Maybe they can, but I gotta believe that Philly's gonna be ready for that. But what's Kyle's counter gonna be? That may be the whole key. What's Kyle's counter gonna be to teams not letting Brock get out of the pocket? I saw what it was today a little bit. A lot of shotgun. I don't think on any third and long. In fact, the 49ers have been third and long quite a bit. And Brock came through on a number of times. But sometimes he didn't. He didn't mess anything up. But I mean, that 49er run game, it better come ready. It better come ready. The 49ers are going to have to loosen that up with some big plays. The challenge is going to be this. Like I said, a lot of Brock's big passing plays today came out of the shotgun, and it's not as easy to play action out of the shotgun, as it is under center. I seen, Brock in the pocket, and he can't see, and remember this, I'm not putting the guy down. He made some huge plays, but how old is this guy? A rookie? He's a rookie, and he made some beautiful throws too. I mean, maybe the Cowboys have got him primed and ready. Maybe it's just a matter of this game giving him experience. I don't expect him to just be damn real in the pocket. But he does have that delivery. That side, that's smooth, baby. I like that. So we'll see. Here's the thing about Brock. Is that he's not the kind of guy who's hyped about what he can do. He's getting the hype because he's doing it. He's doing the thing. It's like, man, if this guy only gets experience, he has that arm and he has that ability. Nah, man, he's just doing it. This was a tough game against a tough team who was ready to play. I was nervous about this game. I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm trying to rub it in against the Cowboys because they came to play. They brought it. One of their best players went down. I wasn't worried about Pollard. You know why? It just I hate to say this, man. The 49ers, like I said earlier today, they are a tough team. They play tough. They're gonna play tough 4 quarters. They get hurt because of their style and they hurt other people. I'm not happy it happened, but damn, I mean that's just how it's gonna be. And Pollard was a victim a lot of times. It's the damn 49. McCaffrey's hurt. I think McCaffrey had a banged up calf in this game. Another guy who didn't look great was Drake Greenlaw. He missed some tackles. He's playing hurt. But the man gave effort. Speaking of effort, Fred Warner effort, George Kittle effort, especially in the second half. Great plays, man. Like the main big dogs, Kittle and Warner. Man, you guys came to play. If I'm the Eagles, this is what scares me. They have good backs, but I don't know. If the Eagles backs are running like at a 4-5 per carry, like that'll be rough. But if they're relying on Hurts to run for them, I don't think Hurts is reckless at all. I don't think he's a reckless runner, but he does have a banged up shoulder. They rely on him a lot. If he's on the run a little bit, if he's getting knocked around, I mean, how do you want to be in Philadelphia in the cold in January, getting hit by the 49ers? You don't want your quarterback, taking hits from the 49ers in January in Philadelphia. So we'll see. I wonder what the weather's going to be in Philadelphia. The 49ers, after going through that, they had that snow game last year in Green Bay. They had that monsoon in Chicago. I don't think they're sweating the weather. But you got a rookie quarterback. This is unprecedented. Let's just soak this in. Like how highly improbable Brock's success is. You see guys in the league who are more highly touted, and they made a lot of mistakes. They don't get here. This guy today was starting down a third and long a lot, and he made some big throws. The dude came through. His low key wasn't anything like spectacular. He couldn't get away with his legs today and make plays. In fact, he was stopped. I think the Cowboys did a good job containing him. Brock's a good athlete, but they did a good job of stopping big plays on the run. I don't think there was really anywhere he broke contain and made a big play. At the same time, Brock did make some big time third and long plays. He didn't get a lot of touchdowns. The Cowboys held the Niners to 1. But he did the job. Will it be enough against Philly? And will Jalen Hurts survive 4 quarters against the 49er defense if he has to be one of the primary runners? We'll find out. We'll talk about it more. 49ers going to the NFC Championship game. Respect for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott has a little Jimmy Garoppolo in him. We'll see you. God bless you. Keep it real. Keep it clean.